Hi guys, welcome back to Game Dev Journey, episode 4. Take 3. I'm just gonna very quickly rush through this. Enemy, I added an enemy, that's cool. The create event, this basically defines variables. Step event, this is basically the same as the player minus a jump. Begin step event, this determines what happens to an enemy when they run out of health. And draw event, this basically allows the enemy to flash white when they're hit. That's quick. Camera, this basically allows for a more dynamic camera. I can't be able to explain this code, it's not very interesting because it's a camera. Bullet, I added a bullet, yeah, that's cool. This is the first frame of the bullets animation. Animation end, this basically means that the animation doesn't loop. Post draw, this basically is what happens if the bullet collides with a wall. OBJ big enemy with OBJ big enemy, this basically, these two are basically collision events, and it determines what happens to an enemy when they get hit with a bullet. Yes, we added enemies, of course. And gun, this is basically just gun. Well, let's go through each part of this. Gun position, this allows for the gun to not be in the player when they spawn. This is what this plus 20 does, and otherwise, yeah, it defines the position of the gun. And it's in the begin step, so that the gun kind of lags a couple of frames behind the player. Image angle equals point direction, XY mouse, XY mouse. This basically allows for the gun to be routed in the way where you're pointing your mouse. Firing the gun, firing delay basically means that you can't fire it every single frame. Recoil means that the gun gets hit back a bit whenever it fires, like pushes back a bit whenever it gets fired. And then here this allows us to affect the bullet when it gets spawned in, and this sets the firing delay and recoil. And we set up a couple of variables for the bullet. Its the speed at which it travels, the direction at which it is facing, and the angle, and to make it so that it faces the same angle as the direction of which it's being fired. And this basically is the way that we actually allow recoil to happen. Create event, and this basically just allows firing delay and recoil to exist. And for the player, we changed it. So that there is a bit of coyote time, aka jump buffer, in the game whenever you fire. Whenever you jump, so if you jump and then a little bit after you leave the platform, you can still jump with a 2-frame grace period, because 5 frames was just kind of too long because the gravity's too weak. Or too strong, I don't know. The gravity's wrong. And key press R, it allows you to restart the game, hence R. And we added a second level to the game, and transition isn't done. There's a big enemy as well, and we have 2 levels, and I'm gonna go through the first level first. Sorry about that being quick. I'm honestly just kinda sick and tired of doing this, so I kinda want it over with. So let's play. Hell yes. So look, you can see all of the things that we have done in action. Little warning, there is a bug which allows the enemies to fall into walls and disappear. You just saw it in action. It looks kinda cool, but I feel like we should just make that happen to the enemies because so I'm gonna try and find out a way to do that manually. Maybe I'll be able to be corporeal and pass through walls, I don't know, but I'll probably change that to get rid of that bug, but also have the cool effect that happens when it goes through the wall, and this is going to be what the transition does, allow us to transition to the next level. Let me just move it so that you're starting room 2, because there isn't a transition yet, so whatever room is at the top of the room chain here is the only room you can actually access. Boom, we've got a cool climb the tower, and we've already gotten one disappearing enemy. Well, and you can see big enemy, they're a lot slower and a lot bigger and a lot greener. And they have quite a bit more health. I feel like I want to add collision to the big enemy dead body. with the player, but I can't be bothered. And then you fall down here with lots of wasted space in the level and end it. That is what I have done this week in a pretty condensed, quick-fire way. I probably won't do this in all of my videos. I'm just sick and tired of recording this one, so... my next video is going to be a programming challenge, and then I'm going to probably take a break until 2021 as I try to, as I participate in my first game jam, and try to edit the programming challenge, since that's going to be uploaded in RAW, which you would have seen if you read the description of my last video. But yeah, that's going to be a RAW, around an hour-long video, because, yeah. Or it'll be like 5 minutes long. Now, see ya in that video. I hope you had fun here today in this 6-minute quick fire, still tons happened episode of what's it called? Now that is a good length that I feel like, yeah, anyway, please don't even like. I don't need likes. I don't really care about likes. Like, if you like the video, I think likes have something to do with publicity, so it helps the channel, I think. So like the video. Everyone else says it likes it helps the channel. And desperately, I do care about subscribers. Give me something to boost my ego. Oh, I really want more subscribers than 4. Imagine if I come back to this video because I'm watching my first videos again in like 10 years time. There's like 4 subscribers. I want more. And I have 4 million subscribers. That, my friends, is what we here at Wall Jump Games call the dream. Having 1 million times my current sub count would be awesome. Anyway, I just spent about 1/3 of the length of the video before saying I want subscribers, feed my ego. So, see you in the next one.